guys, and welcome back to my channel. This week's video is going to be a Q&A. I decided to do it in my car because number one, it's good lighting, and number two, it's like we're sitting here together and just chatting about all these questions that you guys had. I posted a video last week with asking you guys for any questions that you had, and I got a lot of answers back, so I'm really excited to go through all of those questions you asked and answer them all. So grab your drink, I have my raw milk here, and just sit down and let's have a chat about all these questions that you've asked. So the first question is a great one to start off with, and you can probably guess who asked this one. It says, who is your favorite sibling? So probably whichever sibling brings me chocolate at the moment would be my favorite sibling. The next question is, what's your favorite fiction book? I don't typically read fiction, so a recommendation would be great. Probably something, if you don't typically read fiction, I would recommend The Last Bookshop in London. I think is a really good one because it's a more modern one, so it's going to be faster paced, and it's a shorter one. But that one was just really enjoyable, and it has kind of the history aspect to it. As far as a classic, if you don't normally read fiction, I would probably say Little Women or Pride and Prejudice. Little Women is just a fabulous one, and I love that classic so much. But Pride and Prejudice is also really good and talked about a lot and quoted and referenced a lot. So I feel like to be like culturally versed, that's a good one to read. My current favorite hymn. Older hymn that I really like is I Ask the Lord That I Might Grow. That's a really good one. And the newer one, I really like All Praise to Him. I think that's by Sovereign Grace. That's just such a fabulous one. Favorite baby names from books that you've read. I really like the name Anne for a baby name. Honestly, I don't pay attention to names all that much when I'm reading books. I usually am more focused on the plot and what's happening and kind of forget to pay attention to the names, so I can't really think of a lot. Next question is, what is your favorite movie? There's so many movies that I really love. I love a lot of animated movies, like Onward is a more recent one I really like, and Emperor's New Groove is a fabulous one. The Greatest Showman, I love that. I like a lot of Marvel movies, like the newer Spider-Man movies. I like those a lot. Anything that with like drama that would make me cry, like the one with Jeremy Camp. I can't remember what it's called. The movie with Jeremy Camp. I will put a picture here. That one made me cry, and I really like that one. So there's a lot of movies that are my favorites. My favorite TV series? Probably All Creatures Great and Small. I'm not so sure about the third season, but season 1 and 2 were so good. And everything I like with all the historical and the drama, that was really good. Will you ever do videos that don't have to do with books, such as vlogs, movie or show reviews, other collections, etc.? Well, I already have one vlog, and I do have a couple of movie videos. I do enjoy doing other kinds of videos. I would like to do more vlogs. It's just kind of hard to do. But I do enjoy branching out and doing different kinds of videos versus just a sit down talking about books. And this one is from Beck Film Productions. Will I ever make another appearance? So if you haven't seen the 2 videos I did with him, those were really fun videos and I really enjoyed them. So yes, you will definitely make another appearance, hopefully soon. You can request to be in a video at any time. What are your goals with your YouTube channel? This year my goal is to be monetized, so I need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. So that's why it is so helpful for you to subscribe and to watch all the videos that come out, because that really gets me further along my goal of being monetized, being able to make money off of ads on YouTube and other things like that. So that is my goal this year, to just keep posting videos about books and just to get people interested. And one thing that I found that's really great about having this channel is that I can, when people ask for book recommendations on Facebook groups or something, I have a video that I can share with them that is really helpful instead of typing out a response every time. So that is one of the goals of the this channel is just to have a video for like every category of books that people are asking for recommendations for, so they have somewhere to go to find recommendations. Would you ever consider doing a specialized channel or playlist for homeschool specific recommendations? That's definitely something I want to do. I would probably, I don't know if I would do a separate channel just because I really like to grow this channel and have lots of videos on it, but I will definitely be doing like a playlist with different like books that you can use in your homeschool and different curriculums and stuff. So you can definitely be looking for videos on that topic soon. Have you ever thought about writing something yourself? A lot of people have suggested that, but writing is not a strong suit that I have, and I don't love writing, so I probably will not be writing. Now, if my brother publishes a book or writes a book, I will definitely be editing it for him because I really do enjoy editing, but I don't think I would ever write something. What book should you recommend for clean eating and healthy eating? I've only read the Deep Nutrition book, which there was a lot of really great things in there that I enjoyed and I learned, but I didn't like how long it was, and there was a lot of the author's own personal diet put in there. There is another book, though, let me try to find it, that I've heard people read and really enjoy. I've heard the 4-phase histamine reset plan. That's a really good one. It talks about migraines, eczema, vertigo, allergies, and more. And I think that's kind of more of a cookbook, but I heard that's a really good one. And then another one is How to Heal Your Metabolism by Kate Deering. And it's just talking about the right foods, sleep, the right amount of exercise, and happiness can increase your metabolic rate and help heal your broken metabolism. So a lot of books that focus on your metabolism and how everything you do connects together, and you can really heal your health through your nutrition. So those are a couple of books that I've heard are really good. What is my favorite Bible verse at the moment? There's so many good ones. I love so many. I really like 2 Corinthians 1:3-5 right now. That is the one that says that blessed be the God and Father of our Lord Jesus Christ, who comforts us in our afflictions so that we can comfort others. And it talks about if we share in the sufferings of Christ, then we'll also share in the comforts of Christ. I really like that verse. I feel like there was another one that I was using recently that I really enjoy. There's so many different Bible verses that I'm using throughout the week as I'm reading my own Bible, and then I counsel and all that. Yeah, there's so many ones that just are in my brain, and then I can't think when you put me on the spot. How do you decide what to read next? I asked because I've been reading a lot of nonfiction and decided I needed to add at least one fiction book to just lighten things up. So typically it depends, but usually I have 4 books going at a time because I'll have like a longer book that I'll read in the mornings when I read my Bible. And so I'll just read like short little parts of it throughout the year. And so this year that's Calvin's Institutes. I'm working through that. Then I pick an audiobook, and then I have usually a nonfiction book. So right now that is the 12 Ways Your Phone is Changing You. And then I have a fiction book, which, well, I'm not really reading fiction book right now. I started reading one and then I decided I wasn't going to finish it. And then I'm kind of reading The Confession by Leo Tolstoy. So that's like 4 books that I'm reading right now. But usually I try to pick one from different categories: audiobook, nonfiction, and a fiction book. And I don't really have a rhyme or reason to which one I'm reading next because I just have a whole shelf of books that I haven't read yet. And so I just pick, if I want something that's going to be short and quick, I'll pick something like that. Or if I need a nonfiction book, I'll pick something. So it's not a very helpful answer. I kind of just pick what I want to read. What are your favorite bookstores? Well, my top favorite bookstore is our church bookstore for nonfiction books. There's no fiction books there, so for fiction books, I typically go to Half Price Books and try to find a good deal. We have a lot near us, so I'll go to the different ones and look for the books that are on my want to read, and I really don't like paying full price for any books, so if I can avoid buying it off of Amazon, then I will. What is your favorite music genre, and do you have a favorite artist? My favorite genre is probably country music. I mean, obviously I like Christian music and I listen to it, but it's really hard to just say you like all Christian music because a lot of it's not very good. I like listening to a lot of City of Light, a lot of Sovereign Grace, but again, there's some songs that I don't like from them. Honestly, a lot of you are probably gonna get mad at me for this, but I really do like Taylor Swift music right now. Her old stuff, not her new stuff, but her old stuff from when I was younger. I've really enjoyed listening to that lately. I like some Owl City stuff, but yeah, mostly country stuff. I really like Blake Shelton's music and Alabama. What is your biggest non-bookish goal for 2023? Instantly, I've forgotten all my goals. A lot of them actually are bookish goals this year because I like where I'm at with a lot of my habits that I have, or like my workout schedule and all that. So I didn't have any big goals for that this year. I guess I'm loosely doing like the 1,000 hours outdoors again. I think I'm off to a way better start this year than I was last year. But I'm kind of scared to say that it's like an official goal because I didn't hit it last year. I only got like 750 something. So, but I'm gonna say right here on the record that I'm gonna do 1,000 hours outdoors this year. Any book recommendations for my 13-year-old sister who loves Lord of the Rings, Keeper of the Lost Cities, and the False Prince series? Wow, Lord of the Rings. So that tells me that your sister is very educated and good at reading. Green Ember is going to be younger age audience probably, but she might really enjoy reading that. The Wingfeather Saga is really good. My brother, who's 13, and he's read Lord of the Rings and enjoyed it, he just finished reading the entire How to Train Your Dragon series, and he loved it. When I read some of them, I thought they were a little bit crude, like Vikings, but he thought they were really good and they were really clean. My 13-year-old brother just finished The Giver and gave that 5 stars. I really like that one, so that would be one I would recommend. Something I read at 13 and really liked, I love Sherlock Holmes. I really liked, actually I didn't read Little Women until I was older, but I wish I would have read it when I was younger. I really liked Anne of Green Gables at that time. Ranger's Apprentice is really good. I love that, and most people in my family have. Oh, The Warlords of Nin by Stephen Lawhead. That's a pretty good one of his. That's clean and good for younger audiences, so that's a fun one. Do you like Star Wars? Yes, but apparently I am not classified as an official Star Wars nerd because I really like the new movies. So don't turn me into the Star Wars police, but I think those are really good and really well done. Yeah, so I do like Star Wars. What year were you born and what's your favorite Bible verse and what's your opinion on secular books? So what year was I born? I was born in 2002, so that makes me kind of a millennial, kind of a Gen Zer. What's your favorite Bible verse? I already answered that one. And what's your opinion on secular books? I think that secular books can be great. Unfortunately, in the, as far as fiction goes, Christian realm, there seems to be a lack of generalized talent. I feel like it's harder to find really good Christian fiction books. So I think there are a lot of people who write fiction who are not believers and can write really good stuff and can have those natural gifts that God has given them. But I do think that we need to be more careful whenever we are reading those books, and especially for the worldview, to watch out for that, because it's not going to maybe be blatantly in your face, but a lot of the things that are going to happen in the story are going to be influenced from the person's worldview. So I think we just have to watch out for that and to be aware of what is the truth. That's why it's always important to be studying your Bible and to be reading other godly books, because then you're really well informed and you can pick out the truth from the lies. But I think secular fiction books can be really good, and we have to watch out for whether they're clean or not. But if it is clean, I think we can definitely read them. That's great. Nonfiction books, I wouldn't necessarily read any like self-help books or anything, just because their worldview is going to be so different from mine. And I don't feel like I'm going to learn anything that is going to be helpful to me, because I have all these Christian books that I'm going to be able to learn how to do that from. But as far as history or other things goes, I would definitely read a secular book on history or biography or anything, because we can learn a lot from people that God has blessed with a lot of talent and with a lot of knowledge, and that's just his common grace, and we can learn from that. So that is all the questions that I have for you today. I hope that you enjoyed that Q&A, that it was helpful to you if you asked for a recommendation, and I hope you just enjoyed getting to know me better. And let's see, I have a question for you, or I have a few questions for you. What is your favorite way to drink your coffee? Do you like it black? Do you like it cold? Tell me exactly your coffee, the way you make your coffee in the morning. And what is a movie that I definitely need to watch? So y'all can answer those down in the comments, and I love to keep the discussion going and get to know you guys a little better. And I hope that you subscribe to this channel and click the thumbs up, and I will see you back here next week. Bye.